Okay. So did you revise yesterday? The paper is not that tough. I can say for economy. Okay. The questions are not that difficult, not that challenging. I expect कि 15 on 15 आपके right हो सकते हैं. Okay, so today we will begin with a new chapter, open economy. कौन सा वाला? हाँ, तो एवरेज वाले में क्या था बेसिकली, देखो हम क्या कर रहे हैं, एवरेज का मतलब होता है मीन निकाल रहे हैं कि पूरे मंथ में मेरे पास ऑलमोस्ट ऑन एन एवरेज लेवल कितने पैसे होते हैं. तो मैं बिगिनिंग का 100 रुपए लेती हूँ, एंड का 0 रुपए, क्योंकि कुछ बचता नहीं है. तो 100 प्लस 0 माइनस 2 दैट इज एवरेज. बस उसको कोई लिटरल कोई वैसे कॉन्सेप्चुअल मीनिंग नहीं है, बस आई एम जस्ट मैथमेटिकल मीनिंग है कि ऑन एन एवरेज बेसिस आई हैव 50 रुपीज इन अ मंथ. ठीक है, बी क्वाइट एवरीवन. ओके, ओपन इकोनॉमी. ठीक है, till now we have completed three chapters of macroeconomics and we have considered that it is a closed economy. When I say closed economy, what do you mean by that? So everything that is produced within the country and all the needs of the people is being basically fulfilled by the production of the country only. That is closed economy. Now we will talk about open economy. Why do you think we need an open economy? Why can't we basically fulfill our needs from the closed economy only? Because everybody is producing goods and services anyway. Okay. Okay, and? Okay, and? Yes. Yes, in open economy we can export and import and? और सोचो क्यों चाहिए? हाँ. So basically, you remember David Ricardo? So David Ricardo, he has a Ricardian theory in which he actually explains comparative advantage. What is comparative advantage is, you don't have to learn the theory, I'm just giving why we have an open economy. Comparative advantage का मतलब ये होता है कि for example, there's a country, obviously they don't have all the resources to produce all the goods and services. And there's another country, again the same problem, they have resources but not all the resources to produce goods and services, right? So what we will do is, Ricardian theory said that कि हम ये करते हैं कि the country जो उनके basically strength points है, ठीक है, basically जो उनकी strengths है, they will produce those goods and services and the other country will also produce the goods and services which are their strengths, and we will exchange. So that what will happen? Trade will happen, both will be get benefited, the resources will be used efficiently. Because imagine if I started to use resources in such a way where I am, आवाज तेज कर दीजिए. Okay, so yes, where were we? Ricardian theory. Yes. So imagine there's a country, for example, they have certain resources, goods and services, and they're producing those goods and services using those resources only, and they're producing everything that they need. Can the resources will be, like for example, I just have mineral resources. For example, Africa, ठीक है, very rich in natural resources, very rich in natural resources. But उनके पास कुछ resources तो ऐसे होंगे ना जो वो यूज उनके पास नहीं है, और कुछ ऐसे हैं जो उनके पास है. जो नहीं है, what are they doing of those resources? Importing. Why? Because if they use the inefficient resources to produce goods and services, their resources will not be used efficiently, properly. तो उनका benefit जो है, उनकी जो strengths है, that cannot also be achieved properly. तो इसीलिए this is known as comparative advantage. Comparative advantage meaning you are producing goods and services, and those goods and services you are good at, which are your strengths, and then you are trading which you need. ठीक है, so now you can export or you can import. What do you mean by export? Okay, what is import? English. English. You will be writing in English. Start. start speaking in English only. Sorry, I'm fumbling a bit. I'm just not well. ठीक है थोड़ा सा. तो हाँ, please bear with me today. So if you are importing goods and services, that means yes, when the goods are not produced in our country. When I say export, those goods and services are produced within our country and they are basically we are selling them outside of the country. That is export and that is import. Now, when I say export, is that beneficial to us? In the sense I'm talking about aggregate demand. Okay. Now, when I say exports, what will exports do to the aggregate demand? And what will imports do to the aggregate demand? Opposite. Exports will increase the aggregate demand. Because when I say aggregate demand, I'm talking about the production of goods and services within my country. So if that is why exports are beneficial to our country. So if, for example, let's say I'm producing something. Give me an example. कुछ भी हम produce कर रहे हैं. Spices. ठीक है? Now let's say Britain. What it did was their let's say their demand rises for spices. What will happen? In India, we will start producing more and more of spices in different manners and start selling them outside. But exports are added in our GDP, so it is good for our economic growth. Imports, are they good or bad for the aggregate demand? Bad. Why? Ab suno. Agar imports बढ़ते हैं, if the imports increase, what is happening to the aggregate demand? The demand of our goods and services is decreasing. If the demand of our goods and services decrease, the production will decrease, hence the economic growth will decrease. So, as a country, we want to reduce our imports and maximize our exports. Is it clear now? Have you understood the relationship between aggregate demand and exports and imports? Any doubt here? Once again, see, when we talk about exports, those goods and services are basically produced in our country. Okay. Now, if for example, someone outside of the country is asking for those goods and services, our country's production will increase, which will lead to the economic growth of our country. So, exports is beneficial to our country. Okay. Imports is not, because these goods are not produced in our country. So, we want to reduce the imports and maximize the exports. Okay. Now we know the benefit of open economy. What is the benefit of open economy? What is the benefit of open economy? Trade can happen. There are certain goods and services which are not being produced in our country and we can get them by importing. It's not just about goods. It can be about services as well. It can be about technology. It can be about money, right? It can be about anything. Now, what is the disadvantage of open economy? हाँ, क्या करते हैं फेस? कैसे? हाउ? हाँ, 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 ठीक है, that is one. और quality can be compromised and competition, yes, okay, ये good. And but you need to think from the two way. अगर competition की हम बात कर रहे हैं, so our exports are also going there, right? So they are also competing with the other goods and services. Domestic production in our country is hampered. Very good. This is the right answer. Domestic production in our country is hampered because we become less and less self-reliant. And that is why right now India is focusing towards being self-reliant. We want to produce everything in our country. Okay, be it edible oil. Okay, be it, you can talk about edible oil. You can talk about semiconductors. You can talk about, you know what are semiconductors? Then, yes, lithium and ठीक है. अब थोथियम भी होता है, वो हमारे पास बहुत ज्यादा we have an abundance. ठीक है, but it has to be converted into uranium and then that is the procedure. ठीक है, you will learn in science and tech. Now we have, और क्या है हमारे पास? थोटियम होता है, थोरियम होता है, थोरियम होता है ना. हाँ, ठीक है. और क्या करते हैं हम? बाहर से क्या इंपोर्ट करते हैं? क्रूड ऑयल. 85% से ज्यादा we import crude oil. What is the way out for it? Sustainable energy, right? We need to use sustainable energy resources. What are sustainable energy resources? Can you give me an example? Solar and wind power and yes. Okay. So is it clear now? So now when we talk about imports, when we talk about exports, you know that they obviously they give us an advantage also, but there's also a disadvantage that we need to take care of. So अगर self reliant के ऊपर हम बात करें, if we are talking about self reliant, we are talking about India becoming self reliant, what do we need to do? Reduce the imports. Okay, but if you want to trade, you will have to import, you will have to export. That cannot be reduced properly. So we need to see in which area we can reduce and in which area we can export to balance it out. Clear? Abhi clear hai? Now, let us talk about what all do we export and import. What all do we export and import? Okay, labor, services, what else? Yes. Knowledge comes under services. Give me a broader category. Goods and services, labors, and there's a third category. Money. Okay. How do you trade money? By investing in, right? So by investing in financial assets of the different countries. So you can basically trade money. Now something that you need to remember is this has become a substitute. Basically what has happened earlier, I hope you know about this, that India's people, they were taken as slaves. Yes, as laborers because they were cheap labor and they were used to work outside of the country. Now what used to happen is, since globalization, that is the 1991 reform, since globalization what used to happen was कि अब हम सिर्फ goods and services को ही trade करते हैं, because now we don't need to trade laborers. Now we can trade proper goods and services. Earlier we needed to trade laborers because we needed their skills. Now we don't need to trade them. So now only goods and services, and we have money. So only on two things we will be focusing, money and goods and services. Okay, this is no लेबर्स इसलिए हटा दिए क्योंकि अब कोई जाता नहीं है. हाँ, तो लेबर्स आप भेज नहीं रहे हो, दे आर गोइंग ऑन देयर ओन. ठीक है, वो आप भेज नहीं रहे हो, दे आर प्रोवाइडिंग देयर सर्विसेज. तेवान जो हो अभी तो रशिया में भी गए हैं. एनीबडी नोज अबाउट दिस? जॉब सिक्योरिटी देके रशिया के वॉर में खड़ा कर दिया है ना. सो एवरी सी एज आई टेल यू, इकोनॉमी इज डायनेमिक. हम अभी मान के ये चलते हैं, हम मेजोरिटी लेके चलते हैं अबाउट इकोनॉमी. देयर इज दिस कॉन्सेप्ट नोन एज फैलेसी. ओके, फैलेसी कॉन्सेप्ट सेज दैट कि नॉर्मली हम सबको वी स्टडी इकोनॉमी एज अ होल, बट इट इज ओनली ट्रू फॉर द पार्ट ऑफ द इकोनॉमी. इट इज नॉट ट्रू फॉर द होल पार्ट ऑफ द इकोनॉमी, लेकिन स्टिल वी आर स्टडिंग इट लाइक दैट ओनली. ठीक है, सो अभी हमें क्या होता है कि वी जस्ट सी द मेजोरिटी ऑफ इट, वी सी द बर्ड्स आई व्यू. हम अगर अलग अलग जाएंगे, ऑब्वियसली देयर आर लॉट ऑफ प्रॉब्लम्स. अब do you think that the government or the, let's say, bank can control the inflation? There will be cases where वो नहीं कर पाएंगे. Otherwise every country has a banking system, every country has a government, but they still go through hyperinflation, as I told you about the three countries. What are the three countries? And Venezuela. ठीक है, Venezuela is the latest one. Now you need to use these countries in your answers. ठीक है, अब we are talking about goods and services and money. ठीक है, तो इन दोनों के बारे में हम बात करेंगे. सर्विसेज कैन ऑल्सो बी नोन एज इनविजिबल्स. यू कैन नॉट सी देम, सो इनविजिबल्स. ओके, सो वी हैव बेसिकली बैलेंस ऑफ ट्रेड which includes goods and services. I'm only talking about goods. Okay, import and export of goods. We have invisibles for services. Okay, now let us talk about it. An economy is one which interacts with other countries through various channels. There are certain channels. So far, we had not considered this aspect and just limited to a closed economy. I've already told you what is a closed economy. This is a question that came once in UPSC. What is a closed economy? Simple. बहुत पहले आया था, बहुत पहले. ठीक है, लेकिन they just asked what is a closed economy. They gave 4 options and you had to choose the right one, in which there are no linkages with the rest of the world. Do you remember the circular flow of income? In circular flow of income, we talked about 2 things. If you remember, there is no households and firms, but we also talked about that there are no leakages. There are no leakages. what can be a leakage? If money is going out of the circular flow of income and that circular flow of income was of the economy, our economy. So agar paisa yahan se bahar ja raha hai, that can be a leakage. You know what is the meaning of leakage? Now, in reality, most modern economies are open. Now there are three ways they can do it: output market, financial market, labor market. An economy can trade in goods and services with other countries. This widens the choice in the sense that now consumers and producers can choose between domestic and foreign goods. Most often, an economy can buy financial assets also from other countries. What do you mean by financial assets? Bonds, shares of different companies, right? Yeah, treasury bills. No. Treasury bills are यहाँ का treasury bills है of our country. उनका अलग होगा. Okay? Now, don't ever use treasury bills for another country. It is for our country. I taught you treasury bills, the government securities. 4 government securities are of India. Okay, they have different government securities. Obviously, you can invest in them. Have you heard of masala bond? Masala bond. You know what is a bond? Masala bond is a bond basically in which foreign investors can invest in rupee denomination. They rupee में ही होता है invest. ठीक है? Change नहीं होता. Similarly, we also have a dollar bond. क्योंकि इंडिया टच देने के लिए उसका नाम मसाला रख दिया. लिटरल यही मीनिंग है. जस्ट टू शो दैट इट इज इंडियन, सो मसाला. और कोई मीनिंग नहीं है इसके पीछे. ठीक है, we have dollar bonds. You will study a lot of bonds in the when you come to foundation. You have surety bonds, you have transition bonds, you have masala bonds, you have Bharat 22. बहुत सारी चीजें you will study, but it will become easier. You just need to keep your base very strong. तो आपको बस ये पता होना चाहिए what is a bond. Okay, and as I told you that every security has a purpose. Just remember that. It will become easier for you. ठीक है? Do you feel confident in economy now? Honest. है ना? Out of 10, how much? नहीं? 6, good number. ठीक है? So अब when you go to foundation, ठीक है? Just a tip in between. यही है. कुछ भी नहीं है. Almost same ही होगा. Just 2 or 3 things will be added. That is it. ठीक है? अभी हम सिर्फ थोड़ा ऊपर से पढ़ रहे हैं. We will study that more in depth. That is it. ठीक है? That is why right now NCERT, why am I taking so much time is कि we need to develop our base very strong. हमारा base strong होगा तभी हम आगे जाके foundation में हमें problem नहीं होगी समझने में बिल्कुल भी. ठीक है? Now, we have labor market. Firms can choose where to locate production and workers to choose where to work. There are various immigration laws which restrict the movement of labor between countries. Obviously, it is not that easy. You cannot easily go and work somewhere else. There are certain laws, there are certain restrictions, right? Rahul says he is confident, 10 on 10. Okay. So, now, movement of goods has traditionally been seen as a substitute for the movement of labor. Don't go on a literal meaning of it. It actually meant was कि अब जरूरत नहीं है for migration. There's no need for migration. I thought of some points why it is not possible now, or it is still possible, but why we don't need it? Because countries specialize in producing goods and services where they have comparative advantage. I told you this. They specialize in the goods and services where they have strengths, right? And their resources can be used efficiently. Now, moving good is cheaper and easier compared to labor. For labor, you need accommodation, there immigration, there's a lot of problems. Moving good is easier. So now we basically try not to move labors, okay? Then we have globalization in transportation and communication. Because of this, our goods and services have become very efficient. Now we don't need to. Communication ke through, we can obviously share our skills. Let's say there's someone sitting in India, that person can develop software for a company living in, for a company based in US. That person need not go to the US. I have friends who work for the US companies, they are still in India only. तो नहीं होता ना, जरूरत नहीं है. ऊपर से if you see, the more of the majority of countries have companies have started to open their bases in different countries. So again, you don't need to migrate. That is another reason of globalization only. Okay, now that is it. Therefore, where were we? Here. We focus on first two linkages only. That is the financial market and the output market. Thus, an open economy is said to be the one that trades with other nations in goods and services and also in the financial assets. Okay, Indians, for instance, can consume products which are produced all around the world and some of the products from India are exported to the other countries. Basically, they are saying goods are exported and goods are imported, imported and exported. Okay. Foreign trade, therefore, influences Indian aggregate demand. I'm talking about India's aggregate demand in two ways. First is when Indians buy foreign goods, this is spending escapes as a leakage from the circular flow of income because money is going out. अभी तक two sector model याद करो क्या हो रहा था? Firms, households. Money was circular like this. There was no leakage. People were not paying taxes. Nothing was happening. Money was in the circular flow of income only. Now, if people start spending money outside, obviously the money will go out. That money that could have been spent on the domestic goods and services, वो पैसा बाहर जा रहा है ना? अगर just imagine closed economy में क्या था? वो पैसा, that money was being used to spend on domestic goods and services. So our production was getting benefited out of it, but now it is going out, so it becomes a leakage. Anu in the end. Okay. Second, our exports to foreigners enter as an injection. They're getting injected, that money is getting injected into our economy, into our circular flow of income. So that increases the aggregate demand for goods and services produced within the domestic economy. Let us talk about Tesla. ठीक है, किसने बनाई है, किसकी कंपनी है? इलॉन मस्क. नाउ अगर हम टेस्ला के बारे में बात करते हैं, अब उसकी डिमांड बढ़ रही है. ठीक है, people all over the, what happened? Nosebleed? Go, एक minute. It's because of the heat? Wait, I'll Okay. Have you thought about Tesla? How, everyone, when we talk about the aggregate demand of Tesla cars, तो कौन सी कंट्री का बढ़ रहा है? यूएस का? Yes. Now, let's say, because Tesla has been doing a deal with India, they're coming here, starting their manufacturing here. It will add to which? Deal तो हो रहा था ना अभी. They are still seeing the sides. Just imagine कि वो आए, उन्होंने अपना मैन्युफैक्चरिंग स्टार्ट किया. ठीक है, फिर what will happen? एग्रीगेट डिमांड कहाँ का बढ़ेगा? इंडिया का. Do you remember that example I told you of cars, a foreign car company coming here and manufacturing goods and services? तो obviously हमारे GDP में ऐड हो रहा है वो. So the aggregate demand will increase of our country. Now, for example, the cars were getting imported from outside only. Then the aggregate demand of the US was increasing, not of our country. And that is why it is a good, basically, investment for our country that Tesla is coming here and basically manufacturing cars. ठीक है, अभी नहीं कर रहा है लेकिन सेमीकंडक्टर्स वो हो रहा है. ठीक है, पेनिसिलिन जी वो हो रहा है. So this is what we are talking about. So now, do you read newspaper? Are you able to connect a bit of economy with it? कर पा रहे हो? That is good. कोई problem होता है? We can discuss it in class also. Send me the screenshot of the news if you are unable to understand. Next day, what I can do is I can discuss the news, how we can connect it to the basic level. ठीक है? हलवा ceremony हुआ. Now they will lock up. All the ministers they will be gathered और वो एक जगह लॉक हो जाएंगे और तब तक रहेंगे जब तक बजट नहीं आ जाता. ठीक है? This is why, so that the information does not get leaked. So they will stay inside, and you will see Nirmala Sitharaman, her hair will be like all over the place on the budget day, showing that she hasn't slept for days. Okay, this is what naturally happens. So you can see the budget, it will come live on Aaj Tak or any, hai na? Okay. Second, our exports of foreigners act as an injection in the circular flow of income. है ना? क्यों? क्योंकि money is coming in our country and the aggregate demand of our production is increasing. Okay. So when goods move across national borders, money must be used for transactions. But will rupee be accepted everywhere? Why? Is let's just think about it. Okay, very important concept. On what basis do we decide that this is the international currency which will be accepted all over the world? Easily acceptable. Okay. And no, that can be an influence, but not exactly the reason. When we talk about yes, stability of the currency. Okay, when we say stability of the currency, we are talking about the value of the currency, the purchasing power of the currency. Okay, so when I say that this currency is one currency where the purchasing power will not be that volatile, where it is going up and down continuously, then that currency will be stable. So the foreign economic agents will be okay to basically accept that as a medium of exchange in foreign market. Why rupee is not? हाँ, that is the exchange rate. We will study that. ठीक है, वो हम पूरा पढ़ेंगे exchange rate में, इसी chapter में. Okay, लेकिन अभी के लिए you just on the basic level क्या होता है कि आप खुद सोचो, will you go for something which is not that stable? You will not, right? अब आपको पता है आज today 100 rupees is getting me a basket of goods and services which contains 5 chips. Tomorrow I know the value of the currency will go such down, इतना down हो जाएगा कि now I will be only to buy 1 chips. Will you get that currency? Because it is not stable. So in the end, what happens is that currency is chosen as the international medium of exchange which is stable. Okay, so that is why we talk about the US dollars, because comparatively, if I compare all the currencies, that dollar is still stable compared to the other currencies. Okay, when लेकिन अभी de-dollarization हो रहा है. Have you heard of this term? No. De-dollarization means now basically countries are trying that instead of using dollars, they can use their own currencies for trades. ठीक है, trading. Now, when goods move across national borders, money must be used for the transactions. Now, de-dollarization. UPSC क्या पूछेगा इससे? What is de-dollarization? ठीक है, why is this happening? Can be a mains question. What is de-dollarization? 4 options. सीधा, ठीक है, answer. Then you will have to choose what? The most accurate. Okay, at the international level, there is no single currency that is issued by a single bank. Okay, no bank issues a single currency. Foreign economic agents will accept a national currency only if they are convinced that the amount of goods they can buy with a certain amount of that currency will not change frequently. I'm talking about the value of currency, and the value of currency is purchasing power. Ma'am, what is BRICS? That is a एक सेकेंड, लेकिन हम ब्रिक्स के बारे में जब बात कर रहे हैं, दैट इज एन ऑर्गेनाइजेशन रजनप्रीत, ठीक है, अ डिफरेंट ऑर्गेनाइजेशन. यू ओके नाउ? ठीक है, और वो ब्रिक्स है, ब्रिक्स. नाउ convinced that the amount of goods they can buy with a certain amount of currency will not change frequently. In other words, the currency will maintain a stable purchasing power. Without this confidence, a currency will not be used as an international medium of exchange and unit of account, since there is no international authority with the power to force the use of a particular currency in international transactions. So, अगर आप पूछेंगे why US dollar is the international currency being used as a medium of exchange, everybody decided it together because they thought that this is a stable currency and we can trust it, so we can use it. Okay, but nobody can force it on you. Right now, if Russia and India are doing their, import and export, they're balancing their accounts, they're doing settlements in rupee, they are okay with it. Nobody can stop them. Okay? Why are you using your phone? In the past, governments have tried to gain confidence of the potential users by announcing that the national currency will be freely convertible at a fixed price into another asset. Okay, so initially what used to happen, the governments used to say, जब इतना ज्यादा नहीं था, okay, transactions बहुत कम होता था, इतना ज्यादा नहीं था, तब गवर्नमेंट बोलती थी कि लेट्स डू वन थिंग, हम एक काम करते हैं, आप हमारी करेंसी लो, आप इस करेंसी को चेंज करा सकते हो किसी भी एसेट पे, दैट मीन्स गोल्ड. ठीक है, इफ यू वांट गोल्ड यू कैन गेट इट exchange for gold anytime you want. We are giving you this guarantee. This currency can be used to be exchanged for gold. And as the government of the any country, we cannot influence the value of gold. तो हम नहीं कर सकते इन्फ्लुएंस. तो आप ये मत सोचना कि हम उसको नीचे कर देंगे, वैल्यू को नीचे कर देंगे, गोल्ड की वैल्यू को, तो आपको कम मिलेगा वापस. We are just saying that you can basically convert your money for gold. Clear? Everyone? Now, why did gold stop? They can be converted. अभी आप जाओ, can you not get cash for gold? Gold for cash? Because the number of transactions increased. All over the country, all over the world, the number of transactions increased. We didn't have, and gold हमारे पास इतना नहीं है that we can pay everyone. So that is why we stopped with the gold. Came paper gold. What is paper gold? Special drawing rights. We will learn that again later on. ठीक है? अब पेपर गोल्ड का मतलब एक्चुअल पेपर गोल्ड नहीं है. ठीक है? Just saying, it was just a name given. ठीक है? बस आपको समझना क्या है, रीजन अभी ये है, आपको ये समझना है कि why did the gold stop? The gold stopped because the number of transactions increased. Now if you ask me, ma'am, why do countries have gold as a reserve? This is the reason. Gold was kept always as a reserve only, so that if anybody comes, it can be easily converted. But the number of transactions increased, so that now no money is backed by any asset. कोई भी पैसा अब asset से backed नहीं है. Okay? That is another reason why the price of gold is increasing very fast. That is a different market. That is a gold market. US currency is not fluctuated. The exchange rate is fluctuated. ठीक है? Now, also the issuing authority will have no control over the value of that asset into which the currency can be converted. Any problem here in this line? Now, this other asset most often has been gold or other national currencies. There are two aspects to this commitment that has affected the credibility: the ability to convert freely in unlimited amounts and the price at which the conversion takes place. So basically the problem came, one, that unlimited amounts. You cannot obviously convert the currency in unlimited amounts. That is a big problem. And the other problem came at the price, because the gold price was also going down, up and down very, on a regular basis. So that also became a problem. Today the gold price is, let's say 100. You're getting 100 grams of gold for 100 rupees. Tomorrow it will be 50 grams. So what is happening? Fluctuations. Now, the international monetary system has been set up to handle these issues and ensure stability in the international transactions. Okay, so when we talk about IMF, International Monetary Fund, okay, that basically it is an international monetary system which takes care of all the settlements between the countries. Okay, with the increase in the volume of transactions, gold ceased to be the asset into which the national currencies could be converted. Although some national currencies have international acceptability, what is important in transactions between two countries is the currency in which the trade occurs. As I gave you the example of Russia and India, if they are okay with it, they accept it as a medium of exchange. Okay, we have Vostro and Nostro accounts. I told you about Vostro, Nostro. है ना? क्या होता है Vostro, Nostro? एक ही अकाउंट होता है बेसिकली. ठीक है, इफ आई हैव टू डील विद रशिया, मैं क्या करूंगी, अपना बैंक अकाउंट आई विल ओपन विद रशियाज बैंक अकाउंट. रशियाज बैंक अकाउंट विल हैव माय कंट्रीज बैंक अकाउंट. रशिया विल डिपॉजिट ऑल द मनी देयर, देयर बैंक विल ट्रांसफर ऑल द मनी इन माय अकाउंट इन माय डिनोमिनेशन. ठीक है, क्लियर? सो दैट बिकम्स वॉस्ट्रो फॉर देम, फॉर अस इट बिकम्स वॉस्ट्रो, फॉर देम इट बिकम्स नोस्ट्रो. ठीक है, एक ही अकाउंट है, कंफ्यूज मत हो, बस ट्रेडिंग के लिए आसान है. अभी सम थिंग्स आई नीड टू गिव यू दिस कि कुछ चीजें आपको रटनी पड़ेंगी. ठीक है, कुछ चीजें you will have to bust mug up in economy also. If you start analyzing everything, it will take a lot of time. You will get more confused. So sometimes just take it as it is. ठीक है? हाँ? Yes. Have you read about foreign exchange before? No? How do you have this information? Good. Now, for instance, if an India wants to buy a good made in America, she would need dollars to complete the transaction. Now, if the price of the good is $10, she would need to know how much it would cost her in Indian rupees. बाहर लिख के आया $10 का ही प्रोडक्ट है, आपको तो डॉलर्स नहीं पता है, यू नो इंडियन रुपीज. नाउ यू वांट टू सी कि इंडिया में कितने का मिलेगा मेरे को, तो क्या करोगे? convert it. That is, she will need to know the price of dollars in terms of rupees. So I'm finding out the ratio. If for $1, if $1 is equal to 83 rupees, it's around 83 right now, है ना? तो $1 is equal to 83 rupees. Okay, so if $10 will be equal to 830 rupees. ठीक है? Now, the price of one currency in terms of another currency is known as foreign exchange rate or simply the exchange rate. When I say exchange rate, it means foreign exchange rate only. Okay? We will, हाँ, बाद में discuss करेंगे, एक second. Ma'am, the value of currency is fluctuated means if price of $1 is 81, but tomorrow it will change simultaneously. It depends upon the basically demand of rupees and demand of dollars. Based on that demand, okay, demand of rupees increases, what will happen to the price? The price of rupee, value of rupee will increase, will known as appreciation. ठीक है? तो अभी अगर $1 let's say 83 rupees का मिल रहा है, let's just understand $1 for 83 rupees. Demand of rupees started to increase, appreciation हो गया, value बढ़ गया, तो अब $1 83 से ऊपर होगा, 83 से कम होगा, कम होगा. ठीक है? क्लियर हुआ? डेप्रिसिएशन के बारे में बात करते हैं. लेट्स से द डिमांड ऑफ द रुपी स्टार्टेड टू डिक्लाइन. ठीक है? नाउ द वैल्यू इज डिक्लाइनिंग. अब अगर 183 का है तो अब महंगा होगा या कम होगा? क्लियर? एवरीथिंग डिमांड एंड सप्लाई, यू जस्ट हैव टू यूज द डिमांड एंड सप्लाई एवरीवेयर. ये कॉन्सेप्ट हर जगह यूज होगा, सेम कॉन्सेप्ट जस्ट डिफरेंट टर्म्स. वो हमारा जो सेट होता है, वी विल लर्न अबाउट दैट. हिस्ट्री आल्सो, फॉरेन एक्सचेंज आने दो, वी विल लर्न अबाउट एवरीथिंग. ठीक है? आज सिर्फ हम अकाउंट्स पढ़ रहे हैं. फॉरेन एक्सचेंज के मुझे व्हेन वी स्टडी दिस, आई थिंक वी विल बी स्टडीइंग दिस टुमारो. ठीक है? तो रिमाइंड मी दिस क्वेश्चन इन द मॉर्निंग. वी विल डिस्कस दैट फर्स्ट. आई टेल यू हिस्ट्री हाउ इट स्टार्टेड. ठीक है? वी हैव सेंट्रल बैंक आल्सो, वो भी कभी कभी बीच में आके थोड़ा स्टेबिलिटी बढ़ाने का ट्राई करता है. वी विल लर्न ऑल ऑफ दैट. ठीक है? नाउ द बैलेंस ऑफ पेमेंट्स record the transactions in goods, in services and in assets between the residents. Do you remember residents? Priyanka Chopra, Shah Rukh Khan, remember the example? So we're talking about the residents of the country. So when I say residents, I'm not talking about GNP, I'm talking about GDP. Okay, of a country with the rest of the world for a specified time period, typically a year. When I say 1 year, it means, yes, fiscal year or financial year. There are two main accounts in BOP. दो accounts होते हैं, current account and capital account. Current account is the record of trade in goods and services and transfer payments, remittances. ठीक है? For example, trade in goods includes exports and imports of goods. Trade in services includes factor income and non-factor income transactions. Do you remember factor income? What is factor income? Rent? That is factor income. What could be non-factor income? हाँ, जैसे आंसर ठीक है. रॉयल्टी फॉर सॉफ्टवेयर, वेरी गुड, है ना? रॉयल्टी हो गया, शिपिंग चार्जेस हो गए, शिपिंग सर्विसेज हो गए, बैंकिंग सर्विसेज हो गए, comes under non-factor income transactions. Are you able to relate now? Factor income for the four factors of production. When we talk about non-factor income, I'm talking about other than the four factors of production, the income that I'm getting from outside of the world. Okay? नहीं, that is वो तो government का है ना, इसमें taxes नहीं है. We're only talking about the trade. Taxes are not involved here in this. ठीक है? अब transfer payments are the receipts which the residents of a country Get for free. What can they get for free? And gifts, scholarships. Can I get a scholarship from the US university? Okay. Now, without having to provide any goods and services in return. ठीक है? अभी तो इसमें जब scholarship आई, तो I will be provided. Will I provide anything to them? No. I am only learning. They are only providing me services. They are only providing me with the money to go and study in the US. Okay. They consist of gifts, remittances. Remittances means basically my family member, he's living outside of the country but sending me money for my expenditure. That becomes remittances, also known as private remittances. Okay. And grants. Do you remember that countries, they give grants to each other? Comes under which receipts? Very good. Non-tax revenue receipts. Okay. Now, they could be given by the government or by private citizens living abroad. Okay. Now, there is a new classification you must know about in balance of payments. पहला आता है हमारा कैपिटल अकाउंट, सॉरी करंट अकाउंट आता है, एक आता है हमारा फाइनेंशियल अकाउंट और एक आता है हमारा कैपिटल अकाउंट. This is the new classification that we have divided the BOP into 3 parts. Okay, current account, financial account, capital account. लेकिन our government is troubling us. They don't use this because they have a problem. ठीक है, so अभी वो क्या करते हैं? They use current account and capital account only. कहाँ lost हो? हमारा IMF है, International Monetary Fund. They are the ones who, because they are the ones who take care of all the settlements, of all the payments between the countries and everything. So वही सारे standards देंगे, कैसे हमें सब कुछ decide करना है, obviously, है ना, वही guidelines देंगे. So when we talk about International Monetary Fund, as per their 6th edition of the Balance of Payments and International Investment Position Manual, you don't have to learn the word. Don't learn it. Don't learn this statement. Just remember, International Monetary Fund in their BPM6 gave this classification that balance of payments have been divided into 3 parts now. Current account, financial account, कैपिटल अकाउंट. लेकिन प्रॉब्लम ये है कि आरबीआई जब अपना डेटा पब्लिश करता है अकाउंटिंग का, तो वो क्या करता है? दे डोंट चेंज द क्लासिफिकेशन, दे यूज द ओल्डर वन. ठीक है, लेकिन इन द यूपीएससी इफ दे आस्क यू अबाउट इट, व्हाट विल यू डू? राइट द 3. बट वी विल स्टडी now. It is a very good introduction that you can use. ठीक है, ये 3 lines as an introduction you can use and then start with current account and capital account. Now, what did I write? हाँ ठीक है. Buying foreign goods is expenditure from our country because the money is going outside, है ना, and it becomes income of that foreign country. Hence, the purchase of foreign goods or imports decreases the domestic demand for goods and services in our country. Now imagine, everyone, imports started to, the demand for imports started to increase. ठीक है, हमारे domestic goods का क्या होगा? What will happen to our domestic goods and services? Decrease, right? क्योंकि now they will be like, no, now we want to buy imported goods and services only. We don't want to buy domestic goods and services. What will get hampered? Yes. Similarly, selling of foreign goods or exports bring income to our country and adds to the aggregate domestic demand for goods and services in our country. Now, let us look at this. Current account divided into trade in goods, trade in services, transfer payments. ठीक है, exports of goods, imports of goods. ठीक है, trade in services, net factor income, net non-factor इनकम. अब नेट क्यों लिखा है? क्या माइनस कर रहे हैं? व्हाट आर वी सबट्रैक्टिंग फ्रॉम नेट? वेरी गुड, द मनी दैट इज गोइंग आउट ऑफ द कंट्री. ठीक है, नेट इनकम फ्रॉम कॉम्पनसेशन ऑफ एम्प्लॉइज. व्हाट इज कॉम्पनसेशन ऑफ एम्प्लॉइज? वेजेस, सैलरीज, वेजेस. ओके. नेट इन्वेस्टमेंट इनकम, इन्वेस्ट क्या करते हो? लैंड, यू आर गेटिंग रेंट आउट ऑफ इट. यू इन्वेस्ट कैपिटल, यू आर गेटिंग इंटरेस्ट आउट ऑफ इट. ठीक है. Now, profit, okay, becomes your compensation of employees for now. For now, please don't take it as it is. अभी के लिए इस कैटेगरी में रख रहे हैं, बाद में जाके कैटेगरी चेंज हो जाएगा. Okay. Now, net non-fact, यही होगा. Eco is like this only. ठीक है. If you see, I think I've been recording some YouTube videos. If you see the same concepts that I've been teaching you they will change in the later on. Abhi we studied about 4 money aggregates, M1, M2, M3, M4. अब वो M0, M1, M3, M4, L, M1, LM2, LM3 ऐसे हो जाएगा. Then it will be new monetary aggregate, NM1, NM2, NM3. तो ये सब change होता रहेगा. You will have to learn all of it. It's the same thing only, but they keep bringing all these new aggregates, and we must know about everything because you don't know what UPSC will ask. है ना? So net, non-factor income, shipping, banking, tourism, software services, insurance. Okay, because these are the services only, and obviously there's no factor of production that you're employing in these type of services. Then we have transfer payments. Okay, we have gifts, remittances, and grants. Okay, balance on current account. Current account will be in balance when receipts on current account will be equal to the payments on current account. Don't use the word expenditure here. Expenditure, what is used in? Government, fiscal policies, fiscal deficit. Not here. Here you will use the word payment, because expenditure किससे होता है? You do the expenditure using अपना खुद का पैसा, है ना? लेकिन payment can be in any form. ठीक है? So payments on the current account. Here you will use the word payments and receipts. A surplus current account means, surplus का मतलब क्या होगा? Receipts are more than payments. ठीक है? Nation is a lender. Okay. Another thing, when the current account is in surplus, we are also known as net lender. Can anyone tell me why? Is a lender to the other countries, and deficit current account means that the nation is a borrower from other countries. So हम इसको net borrower भी बोलते हैं. A lot of times you will see this word, net lender, net borrower. We're not actually lending them money or anything. हाँ, लेकिन lender क्यों बोल रहे हैं? Because simple है, ठीक है? ऐसे याद करना है कि because receipt ज़्यादा है, तो receipt ज़्यादा का मतलब ये होता है that हमारे services ज़्यादा है, ठीक है? हमारे goods ज़्यादा दे रहे हैं, and the transfer payments are also more, ठीक है? It could be less also, ठीक है? We are just talking about the total. So in totality, I'm giving them more than I'm receiving. So it is kind of lending more than I'm receiving, because if you are giving them something and in return you're getting a small amount of payment, obviously एक तरीके से we can take it कि आप as you're giving things on credit. Just a perspective. Don't write it in your answer, just to understand it. ठीक है? तो हम उसको क्या बोल देते हैं? Net lender. और इसी तरीके से we can call them net borrower if there is deficit, because they are giving us more than we are paying them. Clear now? Balance on current account has two components: balance of trade or trade balance, and balance on invisibles. Balance of trade is difference between the value of exports of goods of a country in a given period of time. Exports of goods is entered as credit. Why? Credit means something is coming into your account. Debit means something is going out of your account. Okay, so whereas import will be debit. For you to learn, I've written it here. Okay, you see in your bank accounts also, you will see the money has been, this much amount of money has been credited. You will see the money आया है ना? जब आता है debited, it means the money is going out. Okay, it is known as trade balance. So अब balance of trade को क्या बोल सकते हैं? Off हटा के trade balance. ठीक है? Now BOT is said to be in balance when exports are equal to imports. Surplus, BOT or trade surplus will arise if country exports more goods than imports, whereas deficit or trade deficit will arise. Trade deficit is the word that you will see normally in your newspapers also. Okay, will arise if a country imports more than, ठीक है? So net invisibles क्या हुआ? Value of exports and value of imports of invisibles of a country in a given period of time. Invisible includes services, transfers, flow of income. Okay, so transfer payments and your services both comes under invisibles. Why? Intangible होते हैं. Another thing is कि कभी-कभी you will also see visibles. That is for goods and services. Not written here, but that word will be something you will see in your other books also. ठीक है? So transfers and flows of income that takes place between the different countries. Service trade includes both factor and non-factor. Factor income includes net international earnings on factors of production, right? And non-factor income is net sale of services, products like shipping, banking, tourism, software services, etc. Any problem here? Any problem? Do you have your NCERTs right now? Can you revise once? Everyone please revise once. जितना अभी तक पढ़ा है. Any doubt? We will solve it right here. Okay? क्या क्या क्यों नहीं होते हैं? Scholarships मनी तो मिल ही रहा है ना. रेमिटेंसेस भी मनी है. इंटेंजिबल इन द सेंस कि हम देख रहे हैं. मनी आप देख थोड़ी सकते हो. यू सी द अमाउंट ना. इट इज नॉट अ गुड. वैसे नहीं देख रहे हम. ठीक है. आपके बैंक अकाउंट में आ रहा है. इज इट फिजिकल? फिजिकल कैसे भेजोगे इतना सारा पैसा? क्या कर सकते हैं? नहीं कर सकते. फिजिकल में बाहर से पैसा कैसे आएगा आपके पास? आने के बाद तो हो ही जाएगा. नहीं. 1.5 घंटा हुआ है. Where's Arshia? People? Okay. Ma'am, are creditors lenders? Yes. Factor income is something basically which you are getting for your factors of production. For example, land, you're getting rent for it, capital के लिए interest मिल रहा है, वो factor income है. Non-factor income, for example, you have royalty for books, you have royalty for software services, okay, for anything, banking services, shipping services, those are non-factor income. Pension आपका, yes. नहीं. पैसे क्रेडिट होने का मतलब हो रहा है कि आपके पास पैसे आ रहे हैं. हाँ, वो अलग क्रेडिट है. As I said, depreciation has different meanings. Always remember it. For fixed asset, it will be different. For currency, it will be different. Okay. There's one word known as amortization. Have you heard of it? Yes. जब intangible assets हमारे एक तरीके से depreciate होते हैं, उसको amortization कहते हैं. लेकिन in economy, it will be different. And accounting, that is बिल्कुल सही है वो. लेकिन इकोनॉमी में डिफरेंट हो जाएगा. अगेन वी विल स्टडी लेटर ऑन. हाँ. Transfer payments is basically you are getting a gift, you are getting remittances, somebody sending you money from the outside, your family member who's earning outside sending you money. Okay. It could be scholarships, subsidies by the government normally, right? In transfer payments, there is no exchange of goods and services, and that is why transfer payments is not added in national income. ठीक है. लेकिन we add them in very good personal income. We also add them in balance of payments. International monetary system, we are talking about IMF. They are just saying that because for someone to actually regulate the settlements in all over the world, we have an international monetary system. Like जैसे RBI हमारा monetary authority है of the country, we have for the world international monetary system, which is IMF. हर जगह नहीं लिखा होता है, बहुत कम बुक्स में लिखा होगा. ठीक है. लेकिन ये वर्ड ज्यादा यूज नहीं होते हैं. इनविजिबल ही यूज करते हैं फॉर देम. Yes. Balance of. Okay. We'll discuss it again. बहुत सारी कंट्रीज होती है, उनके सारे गवर्नमेंट आके वहां गवर्न करते हैं. यूएन अलग है, यूनाइटेड नेशंस में कितनी कंट्रीज है, ठीक है, यूएन, तो सारी कंट्रीज मिलके गवर्न करती है। आईएमएफ में भी यही होता है, इट इज अ बॉडी, वर्ल्ड बैंक में भी यही होता है। एक प्रॉपर एक कोई इंसान नहीं होगा जो गवर्न करेगा, एक प्रॉपर कंट्री नहीं होगी कि यूएस आके गवर्न कर रही है, ऐसा नहीं होता है, ठीक है। नाउ करंट अकाउंट, लेट अस जस्ट रिवाइज अगेन। इन करंट अकाउंट वी हैव बैलेंस ऑफ ट्रेड, बैलेंस ऑफ ट्रेड मीन्स exports and imports. We have balance of invisibles which include services and transfer payments, ठीक है, that is it. So now let us talk about capital account. Capital account records all international transactions of assets. When I say assets, I am talking about money भी, land भी, could be anything, fixed assets भी, ठीक है। Now an asset is one of the forms in which wealth can be held, for example in money, it can be in stocks, in bonds, government debt, etc. Purchase of assets is debit on the capital account. When I say debit, it means going out, क्योंकि परचेज हो रहा है, ठीक है। इफ इन इंडिया, इंडियन बाइज अ यूके कार कंपनी, ठीक है, अब यहाँ पे अगर कंपनी खरीद रहे हैं तो हम क्या खरीद रहे हैं, खरीदते तो पूरी बिल्डिंग है, लेकिन हम बिल्डिंग को अकाउंट नहीं करेंगे, तो हम उसको कैसे अकाउंट कर देंगे, इन टर्म्स ऑफ शेयर्स, ठीक है। सो दैट इज हाउ आई एम बाइंग द कंपनी, ओके। सो बाय द यूके कार कंपनी, इट enters capital account transaction as a debit item because my money is going out, okay, as foreign exchange is flowing out of India. When I say foreign exchange, I'm talking about the rupee flowing out of India. On the other hand, sale of assets like share of an Indian company to a Chinese customer is credit item on the capital account because their money is coming in my country, so foreign exchange is flowing in. So that is why I use the words outflow and inflow. When I say inflow, the money is coming in my country. When I say outflow, money is going out of my country, okay, and the money can be in any form, it could be in form of stocks, bonds, कुछ भी खरीद रही हूँ मैं, ठीक है। These items are classified as foreign direct investments. We have foreign institutional investments, external borrowings and assistance. I will explain one by one all of it, ठीक है, don't worry. Now ज्यादा डिटेल में नहीं जाऊंगी because it is not here, but still just to give you an overview what all of this is, we will still discuss it. We have capital account. Capital account is divided into three parts. We have investments, we have external borrowings, and we have external assistance, ठीक है। When I say investments, we have two types of investments. We have direct investments, we have portfolio investment. Now one major difference between foreign direct investment and foreign portfolio investment is foreign direct investment is for a long term period because you are buying proper shares of a company, ठीक है, प्रॉपर आप आके यहाँ पे एक अपना खुद का कुछ खोल रहे हो, ठीक है, यू आर ओपनिंग अ मैन्युफैक्चरिंग लेट्स से सेक्टर, ठीक है। लेट्स टॉक अबाउट हु इज योर, यस, EFTA. You remember EFTA, European Free Trade Association. It has 4 countries in it. Switzerland, there's Iceland, there's Liechtenstein, and there is Norway, ठीक है, ये 4 countries होती हैं उसमें। इन चारों countries ने मिलकर basically they've decided to invest $100 billion in our country, $100 billion for the next 15 years. I told you about this, है ना, तो $100 billion. Now अब उसमें फायदा क्या होता है, just giving you an overview how it works. फायदा ये होता है, one they are coming in our country, opening a manufacturing sector, ठीक है। अब अगर हमारी कंट्री में they are opening a manufacturing sector, they will use our resources, employment will increase, our material will be used because कितना import करेंगे, ठीक है। Another thing is that just international news, we have a lot of trade deficit with Switzerland, ठीक है। With this agreement that we've done with क्या कहते हैं, the EFTA, basically we will be able to, सबसे ज्यादा ट्रेड भी स्विट्जरलैंड से है लेकिन ट्रेड डेफिसिट भी स्विट्जरलैंड में है, ठीक है, यस यस, उन चारों में से, ठीक है। सो स्विट्जरलैंड के साथ ट्रेड सबसे ज्यादा है लेकिन डेफिसिट में भी है, लेकिन वी आर ट्राइंग टू एक्सपोर्ट मोर टू स्विट्जरलैंड एंड स्विट्जरलैंड एक्सपोर्ट्स टू EU, दैट इज यूरोपियन यूनियन, ठीक है। यूरोपियन यूनियन तक पहुंचने के लिए दैट आल्सो बिकम्स अ चैनल, ठीक है, स्विट्जरलैंड बिकम्स अ चैनल। EU के साथ इतना आसान नहीं है लेकिन करना, दे हैव अ कार्बन टैक्स, it is not that easy, they charge a lot of tax and carbon tax is coming सो इट विल नॉट बी दैट इजी, बिकॉज हमारा ज्यादातर जो होता है वो स्टील मैन्युफैक्चरिंग का बाहर जाता है और उसमें बहुत ज्यादा हमारे फॉसिल फ्यूल यूज होते हैं. सो अगर वो कार्बन टैक्स लगाने जाएंगे तो हमारा इंपोर्ट उनकी कंट्री में बहुत एक्सपेंसिव हो जाएगा, विच विल नॉट बी एबल टू कम्पीट विद ए कंट्रीज प्रोडक्ट्स. सो इट इज नॉट दैट इजी विद यू. सो यू विल लर्न ऑल ऑफ इट. ठीक है, इनिशियली मेरे भी ऐसे ऊपर से निकलता था, लेकिन वंस आई स्टडीड इन डिटेल तो धीरे धीरे करके कनेक्शन बनना स्टार्ट हो गया. ठीक है, डोंट वरी अबाउट इट. नाउ वी हैव डायरेक्ट इन्वेस्टमेंट, पोर्टफोलियो इन्वेस्टमेंट. पोर्टफोलियो इन्वेस्टमेंट इज फॉर अ शॉर्ट पीरियड ऑफ टाइम, बिकॉज नॉर्मली यू डू इज, इसमें आप क्या करते हो, म्यूचुअल फंड्स में इन्वेस्ट कर दिया. ठीक है, यू नो व्हाट आर म्यूचुअल फंड्स? हु नोज व्हाट आर म्यूचुअल फंड्स? नहीं, बहुत आसान शब्द में आई विल टेल यू. बेसिकली म्यूचुअल फंड्स क्या होता है, there are a lot of investors. ठीक है, as an individual you may not have a very large amount of money to invest, but you want to maximize your return. अब आपको गवर्नमेंट सिक्योरिटी खरीदना है. गवर्नमेंट सिक्योरिटीज हैज अ मिनिमम लिमिट दैट यू नीड टू बाय दिस मच अमाउंट ऑफ मनी, आपको देना पड़ेगा फॉर अ गवर्नमेंट सिक्योरिटी. सो नाउ व्हाट अ म्यूचुअल फंड हेल्प्स विद दिस, म्यूचुअल फंड विल पूल basically money from different investors. They will put in one basket, just an example, okay, put in one basket. Then the fund manager will use that money to invest in different securities. It could be equity, it could be debt, it could be government securities, it could be anything. So one, the risk has been diversified. एक साथ पैसा नहीं डूबेगा. दूसरा चीज क्या होगा, you will be able to earn more, okay, because you will be getting that money based on the units that you have in the mutual fund. ठीक है, तो म्यूचुअल फंड वो होता है. ऐसे ही ऑफशोर फंड्स होते हैं which is foreign mutual funds. ठीक है, फॉरेन में जाकर आप अपना पैसा इन्वेस्ट कर रहे हो, अपना दे रहे हो, एंड दे विल बी इन्वेस्टिंग इन basically the assets of all over the country, all over the world. Okay, then we have foreign institutional investors. Basically in foreign institutional investors, people come together, form an institution. They basically, like mutual funds only, they invest all the money together in a different country, shares in their bonds, in the etc. ठीक है, सो ये सारा शेयर्स और बॉन्ड से रिलेटेड होता है व्हेन वी टॉक अबाउट पोर्टफोलियो इन्वेस्टमेंट. व्हेन आई से द वर्ड पोर्टफोलियो, बेसिकली पोर्टफोलियो मींस दैट आई एम मेकिंग अ पोर्टफोलियो ऑफ different financial assets. Okay, now we have direct investment. When I say direct investment, we have examples as FDI. I give you the example of FDI of EFTA. Tesla comes here, becomes the example of FDI. Okay, foreign direct investment. They are directly investing in our country. Okay, we have equity capital. Okay, they are buying, basically doing what, buying shares, reinvested earnings. Equity capital में वो पूरा का पूरा कंपनी खरीद लेते हैं. ठीक है, now reinvested earnings, basically for example, let's say a foreign manufacturing company, Tesla comes here, manufactures products and goods and services, they are earning the profits. अब प्रॉफिट जो कुछ तो बचते हैं, रिटेन अर्निंग्स बचती है. those retained earnings, instead of sending back home, sending back to US, they are basically investing that money here only in India again, opening another branch of Tesla. ठीक है, clear? Then we have direct capital flows. इसमें क्या होता है, सीधा मनी आ रहा है आपके पास. ठीक है, direct capital flows. Okay, investment in business activity directly, कि we will invest in this company. Okay, now is it clear? Let me see what else did I write. Portion of profit I've told you, reinvested in the host country. और क्या था, loans. Okay, here let's talk about external borrowings. When I say external borrowings, I'm talking about बाहर से borrow कर सकते. किस किस से borrow कर सकते हैं? Borrow from the banks, है ना? So when I borrow, when I say external commercial, this is basically loan in the form of bank loans or credit. तो external commercial borrowings, ठीक है, उसको कहते हैं. When I say short term debt, I'm talking about the bond investments. Okay, bond investments in or in financial assets. Okay, when I say external assistance, now you're getting assisted in terms of money. How will you get? You're getting grants which are not non-repayable. You don't have to repay them back, right? And also what happens is intergovernmental, from the government you get basically loans, also from the foreign governments also you can take the loan, or multilateral and bilateral loans. When I say multilateral, I'm talking about a bank which is multilateral. A lot of government is involved in that. For example, World Bank, for example, IMF, International Monetary Fund. Okay, so they give loans on concession as well. Okay, so becomes your external assistance. Ab, again, let us revise. We have investment, can be in direct investment, can be in portfolio investment. When I say portfolio, I'm talking about financial assets. Okay. When I say external borrowings, I'm talking about basically banks and securities. When I say assistance, you are basically getting a help. ठीक है, इट कुड बी फ्रॉम वर्ल्ड बैंक, इट कुड बी फ्रॉम IMF. फॉर एग्जाम्पल पाकिस्तान बहुत ज्यादा IMF से लोन्स मांगता रहता है, बहुत ज्यादा. ठीक है, श्रीलंका अगेन. ओके, दे आर ऑल अंडर विच डेट? China's debt. Have you heard of Belt and Road Initiative? तो चाइना क्या करता है, बोलता है आई विल कम एंड मेक अ कॉरिडोर विद यू, आई विल मेक द ट्रेड इजी फॉर यू, एंड मैं आके बीच में ऐसे करूंगा कि बहुत आसानी से सब कुछ हो जाएगा, लेकिन आप एक काम करो, ये चेक लो, इसको हम चेक डेट भी बोलते हैं, इस चेक में वो अमाउंट भर देगा, ये मुझे वापस कर देना. ठीक है, कोई कर नहीं पाएगा. व्हाट विल हैपन? गया. ठीक है, पाकिस्तान कम्स अंडर चाइना डेट. मिलिट्री बेस बन रहा है पाकिस्तान में, मिलिट्री बेस बन रहा है श्रीलंका में. सो दिस इज व्हाट चाइना डज. ठीक है, BRI के थ्रू चाइना मेक्स अ, सबको अपने अंडर ले लेता है, क्योंकि उनको पता है कि नहीं भर पाएंगे. तभी द चाइना टारगेट्स स्मॉलर एंड वीकर कंट्रीज. अभी श्रीलंका में पेपर भी नहीं था फॉर एग्जाम्स. फॉरेक्स ट्रेडिंग, ठीक है, जो डेरिवेटिव ट्रेडिंग के बारे में आप बात कर रहे हो, दैट कम्स करेंसी फॉरेन एक्सचेंज ट्रेडिंग. दैट इज अ डेरिवेटिव मार्केट व्हिच कम्स अंडर द फाइनेंशियल मार्केट अंडर इन्वेस्टमेंट. नाउ अब इसका बैलेंस देखते हैं. बैलेंस ऑन कैपिटल अकाउंट. Capital account is in balance when capital inflows. I said inflow, money coming in our country, like receipts of loans from the abroad, sale of assets or shares in foreign companies are equal to the capital outflows. अब पैसा रीपे कर दिया, लोन दे दिया वापस IMF को. Purchase of assets. If I purchase something, obviously the money is going out. Okay, shares in foreign countries, obviously the money is going out. अब खुद सोचो क्यों हमारे लिए ये बुरा है. If I invest in foreign countries, as an individual, obviously it is good for me. As a company, let's say I'm Tata's owner, I'm Ratan Tata, and as a Ratan Tata, I'm investing in foreign companies. I'm getting a profit out of it, a very large profit, but I should have invested that money in my country only, no? So that it stays in the circular flow of income. So again, that becomes bad for us. Okay, surplus in capital account arises. अभी चलो ठीक है, example, Ambani wedding, everybody has been seen. अंबानी वेडिंग तो देखा होगा इंस्टाग्राम पे, है ना? हाँ, they have invited so many people from the West. Kim Kardashian, there's Chloe, there's Justin Bieber, और कौन आया था? Ed Sheeran, John Cena, right? And yes, John Cena and yes. So again, what is that good for us or bad for us? Why? Yes, the money is going out. But what is Ambani gaining? No, not just entertainment. You know, they were business deals. Why did Rihanna come? They are opening Sephora here. Fenty is Rihanna's brand. They made a deal. Samsung का CEO आया, made a deal. Kim Kardashian and Chloe, they are very influential people. They have Skims, they have Good American, they are the brands that they have. They want to have it in their outlets. It is all a deal. This is how you actually, we can say this is how you become more powerful in terms of West. ठीक है, और उसके साथ साथ आप वहां लेके आ रहे हो, इंडिया को और पावरफुल बना रहे हो. ठीक है, तो वो पैसा, हाँ, अंबानी का फायदा ये है कि इंडिया में इन्वेस्ट हो रहा है, वो पैसा दे रहा है, लेकिन ही इज गेटिंग बैक दैट मनी बिकॉज दोस पीपल आर सेंडिंग देयर गुड्स एंड सर्विसेज हियर. क्या पैसा तो आने का तो देगा ही ना. इट इज जस्ट उसके लिए 80 करोड़ इज व्हाट? अंबानी के लिए 80 करोड़ इज नथिंग, राइट? So 80 crores he gave, but he has made a deal of hundreds of crores, thousands of crores with them. ठीक है, so this is what it looked like. It was a wedding. It was not a wedding. It was a business deal. Do you think Ambani has such time कि वो इतना pre-wedding ये post-wedding ये सब करेगा? Right? It was all a deal. So capital account. So when you see this news now, everyone be quiet. When you see these type of news आप देख रहे हो, just find out कि क्यों, क्या हो रहा है. ये इतना आसान नहीं होता है. ओके, कैपिटल अकाउंट इज इन बैलेंस व्हेन कैपिटल इनफ्लोज आर इक्वल टू कैपिटल आउटफ्लोज. सरप्लस इन कैपिटल अकाउंट हंस लो पहले, क्या बोल रहे हो? शेयर द जोक, एवरीबॉडी विल लाफ. ऐसे तो इन्फ्लुएंसर्स भी गए थे, इंस्टाग्राम इन्फ्लुएंसर्स. Okay, surplus in capital account arises when capital inflows are greater than capital outflows. Whereas everyone, बस हो जाओ, बस चुप हो जाओ, खत्म. अच्छा, can you please stop talking? Thank you. Surplus, हाँ. Who said ma'am? Surplus in capital account arises when capital inflows are greater than capital outflows, whereas deficit in capital account arises when capital inflows are less. So deficit and surplus you already know, है ना? पैसा going out more than पैसा coming in becomes deficit. Out going more than coming in. Deficit. Now money coming in more than going out, surplus. ठीक है? Now balance of payments, surplus and deficits. नहीं, here तक. हाँ, इतना we'll solve the question. Only there are these two accounts. Only like यही है इसमें, कुछ भी नहीं है. The one thing that you will learn is foreign exchange. बस. Be quiet, everyone, please. Acha, everyone, I realize that I do get confused sometimes while teaching. ठीक है? तो एक बात ध्यान रखना, सुप्रीम कोर्ट भी कंफ्यूज होता है. एंड चेंज द जजमेंट्स. ये मैं कम बैक सोच के आई थी. ओके. Q5. हाँ, कुछ भी नहीं. जस्ट एन एग्जाम्पल, लाइट जोक. अच्छा, ओके. बी क्वाइट. क्वेश्चन नंबर 6. क्वेश्चन नंबर 7. अच्छा, there is a numbering problem. Question number 11, नहीं, question number 12 and 13 is one question only. I think वो numbering गलत हो गया, 13 को नीचे कर देना. कोई बात नहीं, अब जो भी है. Question number 12. Question number 15. Question number 19. Question number 24. Question number 25. Question number 28. Question number 33. हाँ. After open economy, we will be starting with IED. ठीक है, थोड़ा 10th का पहले, then 11th का. And I was like studying it the other day. It will become so interesting to you because you know all the terms. Now you know how the economy works. So now you will know at the independence how it was, after independence how it was, and what were the problems. Now we will not get stuck in the basic terms. ठीक है? Thing, should I, when we are talking about Indian economic development, should we like talk about just the NCRT or just more, a bit of more information? Works? अब वो एग्जाम में नहीं आएगा नहीं ऐसे, लेकिन जस्ट एक्स्ट्रा इन्फॉर्मेशन. देयर इज वन बुक उमा कपिला, डोंट रीड इट. ठीक है, देयर इज वन बुक उमा कपिला फॉर डेवलपमेंट. आई हैव read it because my optional was economics, not for good for you, but it is very good. It gives a very different perspective. So I will try and add a bit of it which is important for you in the book. ठीक है, हाँ बोलो. Sanya, is it clear now? Current account? कर लिया? यूपीएससी में भी उससे पूछो कि करोगे? हाँ, इस बार 100+ गए, बिकॉज आई हैड अ स्टूडेंट, शी स्कोर्ड 102, उसका नहीं हुआ। हाँ, अभी इनिशियली द कट ऑफ यूज्ड टू बी अराउंड 100 ओनली, फिर वो बीच में ड्रॉप हुआ, अभी 75 चला गया था लास्ट ईयर, नाउ इट इज अबव 100 अगेन। इस बार आई एम टेलिंग यू ना, द क्वेश्चंस केम फ्रॉम द एनसीईआरटी डायरेक्टली, लाइन तो कुछ नहीं आता है, कॉन्सेप्चुअल आता है। बिल्कुल है, प्रीलिम्स आर द मोस्ट अनप्रिडिक्टेबल वंस, वो ही डिफिकल्ट होता है। मैं हाँ, अब 100 कभी भी जा सकते हैं कट ऑफ। I had one student, she scored 95 and one she scored 102. General. अभी 105, वो depends upon the paper ना। Balance of trade is only trade in goods. That comes under the current account. Ma'am, what do you think about Pooja Khedkar? अभी तो you will see it will become more strict. UPSC, because a lot of people have been depositing their fake certificates. Ma'am, in capital account, inflow and outflow is there, and in current, export and import is there. Is it not the same? No, we use the different terms. Export and import is always for goods and services. Inflow and outflow is the term used for money. Everyone done? 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Last row from there. Last row from there. You will solve it. कहाँ गया? पहले उधर से आ जाओ, last row. Solve the questions. You will explain. Last row. How? The last row from there come. Everyone from the back. Question number 1. Explain. Explain. And you have to tell why the 3 options are wrong. The pen. Quiet.
Okay, so we have the first question: what is an open economy and what is the characteristic of it? So we have 4 options. First option is self-sufficiency in goods and services. That is self-reliant, तो ये open economy में नहीं हो सकता है. Second one, no interaction with other countries. ये तो बिल्कुल भी नहीं हो सकता है क्योंकि इसमें isolation की बात नहीं होती है. Third one, interaction with other countries. through various channels. ये ठीक है, but we will see the fourth as well. Restriction of foreign trade, ये भी नहीं हो सकता. So we have the correct answer C.
Very good. Clap for. This is the new exercise we will be doing every time.
मैम इसका आंसर वो डी होगा, क्योंकि बाकी सब पॉलिटिकल मार्केट से इकोनॉमी का कोई वो रिलेशन नहीं होता। बाकी सब में वो रोल प्ले अपना करते हैं, क्योंकि मैम आउटपुट मार्केट में हम लोग एक्सपोर्ट्स वगैरह देखते हैं, फाइनेंशियल मार्केट में हम
Listen to him, everyone.
फाइनेंशियल मार्केट में भी हम लोग के सारे ट्रेड्स होते हैं, और लेबर में भी जो हम
होता है financial market में?
इंपोर्ट एक्सपोर्ट्स और
नहीं.
बॉन्ड्स,
Financial
हाँ बॉन्ड्स वगैरह और
Okay. Import export is the word that will be used for
आउटपुट
goods and services. ठीक है, तो financial market के what will be the word used? Outflow and inflow.
ओके।
हाँ, ठीक है. Labor market के लिए you know. Very good. Who's clapping for him? But have competition, but it should be healthy, right? Nobody can decrease your potential.
Ma'am, in the third question, the right answer is decrease in aggregate demands.
Very
Uh, क्योंकि मैम फॉरेन ट्रेड अगर इंपोर्ट करेंगे हम तो एग्रीगेट डिमांड पर डिक्रीज होगा.
Very good. So the answer is P. Decrease in aggregate demand. हाँ, कर दो. ठीक. Very good. हाँ, तो अगर इंपोर्ट करेंगे तो हमारे बारे में बात हो रही है ना, हमारे तो प्रोडक्ट्स की एग्रीगेट डिमांड कम होगा.
Exports will add to the domestic demand, increasing the aggregate demand of our products.
No. सोचो, why not A? Why not A? Everyone, जो आप कौन बात कर रहे हैं, खड़े हो जाओ. कुणाल से बैठो. हाँ. Why not A?
A can be the answer, but I think the best possible
Fine.
answer is
When we say domestic demand, what are we doing? When we talk about domestic demand, I'm talking about the people of my country. But when I say exports, I'm talking about the people of other country. So they will increase not the domestic demand. क्योंकि हम अपने हमारा तो नहीं बात कर रहे ना, फिर हम एक्सपोर्ट क्यों करेंगे? हाँ, तो हमारा डोमेस्टिक प्रोडक्शन बढ़ेगा. डोमेस्टिक डिमांड इज बाय द पीपल ऑफ इन माई कंट्री. ठीक है, डोमेस्टिक प्रोडक्शन इज production in my country. So exports will lead to production, increase in domestic production. Domestic demand means जो हमारे country के लोग हैं. Okay? Then we have question number 5. No, leave 5. Sorry, it is currency. Then question number. ये पढ़ा है. Okay, fine.
I think this will be B because it ensures stable purchasing power.
Yes. It ensures stable. Currency is important in international transactions because ensures stable purchasing power foreign economic agents. It does not fluctuate in value. It fluctuates in value. Currency fluctuates in value. We just need stable, a more stable one.
Be stable purchasing power
Yes, yes.
so that it does not fluctuate much.
Yes. So it should be. A currency will be a medium of exchange when there is stable purchasing power. Okay. Then we have. I don't have the names right now. The row behind Shumangi. Ajo. Come, everyone. Then we have question number.
Ma'am, it is B.
To explain, you have to explain. Use the mic and explain.
trading goods services and transferring. The current account states this.
हाँ.
मतलब एक्चुअली वो प्रूव कर रहा है करंट अकाउंट में यही होता है, ट्रांसफर पेमेंट
Yes.
का गुड्स एंड सर्विसेज होता है.
Okay.
बस. और
Okay.
मतलब एक्चुअली इसमें लिंकेज बीच में कुछ भी
नहीं
नहीं है.
है ना,
कैपिटल
तो
अकाउंट
भी-
अलग है और करंट अकाउंट अलग है, तो बी होगा.
B.
मतलब
So we
एक्सप्लेन
can
नहीं
say
कर
B.
रहा है.
Both are correct, but the B, the second one is not the explanation of the first one.
Hmm.
Very good. Give it to her. Question number 12. This is the
ये
word.
मिसप्रिंट है ना.
हाँ, ये ऐसे.
The answer is
ये explain. Everyone, बात हो गया. Yes.
in the capital account. This will be counted, which is foreign direct investments and external borrowings, as trade in goods and transfer payments come in the current account.
Very good. This is actually the question. We are also preparing for other topics as well.
15th one.
Okay.
So here the balance of payment is it total transactions with the
Yes.
rest of the world,
Very good. So match it. Yes.
and the current account is a records transaction in goods and service. Capital account records international transaction, and balance of trade is the difference between A.
A. A is the answer. Anyone who has a doubt here? It was easy.
Next one is hard.
Remember next page. The next page.
The 19th question. Answers.
Very good. Current account and capital account. Because that was the most accurate answer here. If they would have written current account, capital account, and financial account, that would have been the correct answer of balance of payments. Okay. Then we are left with 4 more questions. Who will come? Disha? No? Who will come? Kunal? हाँ, कुणाल को नहीं आए. आओ. जल्दी जल्दी जल्दी. Kunal. Then Kunal पहले आओ. Your name is? हाँ? Nitish. Nitish, Kunal, Nitish, Kulsum. नहीं आना है. उपकार. क्वेश्चन नंबर कौन सा है? 24.
If a country has a trade surplus, utilizes the value of the trade surplus value of exports increase imports. Imports exceeds imports. A option है इसका.
ट्रेड सरप्लस है, क्या ज्यादा होगा? पहले सही कर रहे थे.
ये की बात है.
एक ही बात नहीं है. कोई बात नहीं.
Oh, sorry. My mistake.
Okay, so when we say trade surplus, obviously the first word written will come in the first blank. So it will be exports. Now, question number 55.
मैम ये सेंस
मैम को नहीं समझाना है, सामने.
मैम ये कैपिटल अकाउंट में आएगा फॉरेन.
True. Good. Who is next? Upar. Kulsum and Upar. जल्दी आओ. Grants, external assistance. का point है. थर्ड पार्ट अकाउंट का
28
हाँ जो बचा एक बार आप देखो
वही बचे
take the pen from there.
नेक्स्ट पेज
From there. Everyone.
Question number 28, option C.
Hi.
Because here we are selling our shares to foreign countries or customers.
But foreign direct investment is something in our country. If they are saying domestic company, so money is coming in. So that does not become credit. That is credit. You're right. It is credit. ठीक है. So, something is coming in, debit is going out. So purchase of foreign shares, if I say, then the money is going out because shares खरीद रही हूँ बाहर की कंपनी का, money is going out. External borrowings by a domestic company, okay. External borrowings, again वो पैसा आ तो रहा है मेरे पास, ठीक है, लेकिन एक सेकेंड, there is a problem here. Remittances and purchase of shares in foreign company तो होगा, लेकिन external borrowings by for domestic company will also, yes, because you will have to repay it. 25. No, includes transactions related to foreign aid and foreign grants only. It comes under external assistance. Yes. Everyone, please remove the question number 28 because two options are correct. When we talk about external borrowings, the money will come in our country only. Okay, if I repay the loan, then the money will go out. So it should be 2. B and C are correct. Okay. Now 33. बताओ. हाँ बिल्कुल सही है, तो कॉन्फिडेंट रहना है. ऑप्शन इज यू विल बी कॉन्फिडेंट. यस कुलसुम, ठीक है, गलत नहीं होगा. ओके, so just once, let us do one thing. Let us just revise the flow charts of the two accounts. ठीक है, before going capital account. Okay, so when we say capital account, we have investments, we have direct investment, portfolio investment. When I say direct, directly business activities में आपका investment हो रहा है. When I say portfolio, I'm talking about the financial assets here. Okay, external borrowings. Okay, borrowing could be from banks, could be from government, it could be in terms of bonds also. Okay, then we have external assistance. Okay, grants, government aid grants, it could be from IMF, from World Bank. Okay, now आपने एक चीज देखा होगा, यहाँ पे इन्होंने शॉर्ट टर्म डेट लिखा है. देन आप सोच रहे होंगे मैम ये पोर्टफोलियो इन्वेस्टमेंट में क्यों नहीं आ रहा है. डेट इंस्ट्रूमेंट्स में बॉन्ड्स भी आते हैं, तो हम इसको यहां क्यों नहीं इंक्लूड कर रहे हैं इन पोर्टफोलियो इन्वेस्टमेंट. Because normally we assume that portfolio investment is for long term period and that is why they have written short term debt. ठीक है, yes, portfolio थोड़ा टाइम लगता है उसको चलने में because it has a diverse range of assets, so it takes some time. But there's one thing, if in the news you see that the foreign portfolio investment has started to increase a lot, it is good for our country, but foreign direct investment is much better. Because portfolio में क्या होता है, you can any time you can sell your shares, sell your assets and leave the country. ठीक है, so it is much safer for domestic country when we say it. Because they only, okay. Ma'am, in question number 7, reason it's written capital accounts transactions only related to assets. How is this correct? I'll show you how. Capital account records all transactions of assets. When I say assets, it could be money, it could be bonds, it could be shares, it could be anything. So that is why they have used the word only. Okay, so it is correct. That is why. Okay, so we have commercial borrowing and external assistance. क्या आएगा? Domestic institutional investments नहीं, foreign institutional investments. DII तो फिर हमारे में ही करेगा ना वो. फॉरेन वाला तो हमारे में कर रहा है अगर, और डोमेस्टिक वाला अगर हमारे में कर रहा है तो DII हमारे में ही इंक्लूड होगा. कैपिटल में नहीं होगा, वो हमारे फिर बाहर की, ये वो ओपन इकोनॉमी में नहीं होगा. अगर डोमेस्टिक में कोई इंस्टीट्यूशन बना के इन्वेस्ट कर रहा है, दैट विल नॉट बी अ पार्ट ऑफ BOP. BOP वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट द ओपन इकोनॉमी की बाहर से कैसे हो रहा है. हमारा वाला जो हो रहा है वो तो हमारे सर्कुलर फ्लो ऑफ इनकम में ही रहेगा ना मनी. ठीक है. नाउ वी हैव another one here, trade in goods, trade in services also known as balance of trade, balance of invisibles. दोनों को मिला के balance of invisibles. We have transfer payments. Clear everyone? Any doubt here? Now you will go back home and revise. ठीक है. We are left with just a bit of balance of payments, surplus and deficit, and then we have foreign exchange rate. We have two, flexible and fixed. उसके बाद change कब होंगे? Foreign exchange rate. देखो, just showing one thing. Do you see demand and supply curve here? It will be the same. ठीक है. Currency will be the exchange rate जो होगा वो हमारा equilibrium exchange rate आ जाएगा. We will learn how it will go up and go down. ठीक है. That is why demand and supply was important to actually study. क्या हुआ? कुछ सेम मिला? ठीक है. सो बस इतना ही है. मैनेज फ्लो, बहुत छोटा चैप्टर है. वी विल कंप्लीट इट टुमारो ओनली. ठीक है. एंड ऑल द बेस्ट फॉर योर टेस्ट. आई होप यू विल नॉट मेक एनी सिली मिस्टेक. आई हैव सीन द टेस्ट, आई हैव रिव्यूड द टेस्ट. इकोनॉमी पार्ट को ऑब्वियसली, नॉट हिस्ट्री पार्ट. सो फर्स्ट सॉल्व द सब्जेक्ट विच यू आर विद कंफर्टेबल इन. ठीक है. जिसमें हो इको या हिस्ट्री में से, दोनों में से जो भी है. और एवरीवन, some topics are not covered in the test. As UPSC सारा नहीं करता कवर, तो ये मत बोलना मैम ये तो था ही नहीं, ये टॉपिक तो था ही नहीं. ठीक है. ये तो आपने बोला था टेस्ट में पढ़ना है लेकिन आया नहीं. ठीक है. तो ये नहीं बोलेंगे क्योंकि ऑब्वियसली इससे 15 क्वेश्चंस थे. वी कैन नॉट कवर एवरीथिंग. सो मेरे को जो लगा हमने इंपॉर्टेंट कर लिया है. एंड इट इज नॉट डिफिकल्ट. आई ऑलवेज वार्न यू, इट इज नॉट डिफिकल्ट. इट इज सिंपल, स्ट्रेट फॉरवर्ड. यू कैन गेट 15 on 15 on it. Because we have covered each and every topic. तो इको का गारंटी आई कैन गिव यू कि 15 on 15 आ सकते हैं. ठीक है. सो बस यूज योर ब्रेन्स. ठीक है. ओके. बाय द new ones, and I check the micro chapter of the old NCERT. We will not cover that, not important at all as per UPSC also. ठीक है. तो हम सिर्फ न्यू NCERT के अकॉर्डिंग we will cover the 5 chapters of micro which is done. Macro में we have 6 chapters. This is the 5th chapter that we are covering. 6th one is income and employment. We will cover that later on, but we will cover that. And 9th, 10th का we will cover all the books. 11th का we will do everything. ठीक है. So buy the new book. Thank you so much and all the best.